We are given a cube where the resistance of each side is R. We need to find the equivalent resistance when across these 2 points, diagonally opposite points, across these 2 points, and across these 2 points. So let's do one by one. So for this one, so we are going to do this with nodal analysis by taking advantage of the symmetry of all these 3 cases. So first one, this is, you can see it's an antisymmetric circuit. So if the voltage drop, okay, in this case, because we are giving 0 volt here and we have connected a battery with the V voltage here, so voltage increment across this side is same as voltage increment across this side. So by symmetry, whatever current flows in this branch, the same current will be flowing in this branch. So voltage drop across here is equal to voltage drop across here. So I'm using the term drop, but in this case it's voltage increment, but you get what I'm saying. So the voltage difference is going to be same because the current in both the branches is going to be same by symmetry. So let's say this voltage of this point is X. So these 3 points are perfectly symmetric with respect to O. So this is X, this is also X, this is also X, the voltage of these 3 vertices. And by our antisymmetric rule, so if this is X, this increment is X, this increment should also be X, which means if this is V, this should be V minus X. So now this difference is also X, and so is this. And again, these 3 points are also symmetric, so all 3 will have their potential as V minus X. So nodal analysis we need to do at a node, so let's do it at point P, and we can see there is only one variable, so one equation should be sufficient. So total current arriving at P is equal to 0, which is X minus 0 by R plus X minus V minus X by R plus X minus V minus X by R is equal to 0, which gives X is equal to 2V by 5. So now let's see what is the current leaving point O. So it is X by R plus X by R plus X by R. So total current leaving, which, because we have a battery across these 2 points, the voltage V, so it is V by R equivalent, that total current leaving is equal to X by R plus X by R plus X by R, which is 3X by R. And we'll put the value of X here, 2V by 5, which will give that R equivalent is 5R by 6. Second case, here also we are going to make use of our antisymmetry. So if this point the voltage drop here, so same current, whatever goes here, the same current will flow back from this branch. So if voltage increment here is X, voltage increment here should also be X. So if this difference is X, then this difference should also be X. So if this is V, this becomes V minus X. Now these 2 points are symmetric with respect to O. So if this is X, this is also X. And if this is V minus X, this is also V minus X. Now we have one more node here, 2 more nodes here. So let's say this is Y, potential at this point is Y. Then again this is symmetric. So this is going to be V minus Y. So we have 2 variables, X and Y. So we need to consider 2 nodes. So let's take P and Q. So current arriving at P is 0. So I'm not writing resistance this time because all the resistors are same. So we write this as X minus 0 plus X minus V minus X plus X minus Y is equal to 0. And for Q node, the current arriving at Q node is Y minus X plus Y minus X plus Y minus V minus Y. And eliminating Y from these 2 equations, we get X equal to 5V by 14. So total current leaving O, okay, actually, so when we are writing this is the total current leaving these points. So my mistake, this is total current leaving point P. The equation is going to be same. So if we write what is the current arriving, then we have to write like this: 0 minus x by r plus v minus x by r plus v minus x by r. But we are writing from x minus 0 by r and so forth. So that is the current leaving this junction. So total current leaving this junction should be 0. So either way, if you do it instead of current leaving, if you write current arriving, then you just put a minus sign in all three cases. Because it is 0, it doesn't matter. But still we should use the right term. So when we write this equation, then this represents the current leaving the junction P, which is 0. So here also P and Q, so these are the currents which are leaving the junctions P and Q. So we eliminate Y and get X, and then again we are going to write the total current. So here also it should be total current. So total current arriving at O is equal to I, and it is X minus 0 by R plus X minus 0 by R plus V minus 0 by R. So 2X by R plus V by R, and that is V by R equivalent. So we'll put the value of X again here, and this gives that R equivalent is 7R by 12. Now third case, so if we are taking these 2 points, so if you look from the top, it will look like this, which means these 2 points are perfectly symmetric. They are exactly in the center of both the nodes. So the potential at these 2 points is going to be V by 2 each. This V by 2, this V by 2, and these 2 points. So those who are these 2 vertices on the top and both of them at the bottom, all 4 of them are going to be V by 2. Here potential is 0, here it is V, so we are left with 2 more points. So here we will assume to be X, so this becomes V minus X. Why? Again, the current which is leaving between O to P is same as the current arriving from this branch. So the potential drop across P is equal to potential drop from V minus X to V. So again we'll write the note, the current leaving at point P. So that is X minus 0 by 0 plus X minus V by 2 plus X minus V by 2, 2 times that. So we'll get a value of X, and total current arriving at O is again X minus 0 by R plus V by 2 minus 0 plus V by 2 minus 0 by R. So we'll put the value of X here, and V will get cancelled, and we'll get R equivalent as 3R by 4. Yeah.